Welcome to Full Stack PHP Web Development course. A full stack web developer is a person who can develop both client and server technologies. He is aware of program or browser technologies like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and PHP. CSS. CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets. CSS saves a lot of work. It can control the layout of multiple web pages all at once. What is CSS? Cascading Style Sheets. CSS is used to format the layout of a web page. With CSS, you can control the color, font, the size of text, the spacing between elements, how elements are positioned and laid out, what background images and background colors are to be used, different displays for different devices and screen sizes, and much more. CSS can be added to HTML document in three ways. Inline by using the style attribute inside HTML elements. Internal by using a style element in the head section. External by using a link element to link to an external CSS file. The most common way to add CSS is to keep the styles in external CSS file. However, in this tutorial we will use inline and internal styles because this is easier to demonstrate and easier for you to try it yourself. An inline CSS is used to apply a unique style to a single HTML element. An inline CSS uses the style attribute of an HTML element. The following example sets the text color of H1 element to blue and the text color of P element to red. An internal CSS is defined in the head section of an HTML page within a style element. The following example sets the text color of all the H1 elements on that page to blue and the text color of all the P elements to red. In addition, the page will be displayed with a powder blue background color. An external style sheet is used to define the style for many HTML pages. To use an external style sheet, add a link to it in the head section of each HTML page. The external style sheet can be written in any text editor. The file must not contain any HTML code and must be saved with the .css extension. Here is what the style.css file looks like. Here we will demonstrate some commonly used CSS properties. You will learn more about them later. The CSS color property defines the text color to be used. The CSS font family property defines the font to be used. The CSS font size property defines the text size to be used. HTML links. Links are found in nearby all web pages. Links allow users to click their way from page to page. HTML links are hyperlinks. You can click on a link and jump to another document. When you move the mouse over a link, the mouse arrow will turn into a little hand. The most important attribute of a element is the href attribute, which indicates the link's destination. The link text is the part that will be visible to the reader. Clicking on the link text will send the reader to the specified URL address. By default, links will appear as follows in the all browser. An unvisited link is underlined and blue. A visited link is underlined in purple. An active link is underlined and red. By default, the link page will be displayed in the current browser window. To change this, you must specify another target for the link. The target attribute specifies where to open the link document. The target attribute can have one of the following values. Underscore self defaults open the document in the same windows or tab as it was clicked. Underscore black open the document in a new window or tab. Underscore parent open the document in the parent frame. Underscore top opens the document in the full body of the window. Now while working with the links, you have to understand the absolute and relative URLs. Both example above are using an absolute URL. A full web address is the href tagged attribute. A local link or link to a page within the same website is specified with the relative URL without the https slashes www part. For example, we have this heading tag, then inside the p element we have a link anchor tag. It is defining an absolute URL with this part included in the href attribute. Similarly, in this anchor tag, it is again an absolute URL. So about the relative URLs, there can be two possibilities. If we can link to another file where in the same folder this HTML file is located, or it can be inside a subdirectory where this HTML file is located and a file inside that subdirectory. HTML images. Images can improve the design and appearance of a web page. The HTML image syntax. HTML image tag is used to embed an image in a web page. HTML images are not technically inserted into web pages. Images are linked to a web page. The image tag creates a holding space for the referenced image. The image tag is empty, it contains attributes only and does not have a closing tag. The image tag has two required attributes: source attribute and alternative or alt attribute. Source specifies the path of the image, and alt specifies an alternative text for the image in case the image is not found. We can also define height and width of an image by including a style CSS attribute inside that image, like this. Or alternatively, you can use the width and height attributes inside the image tag like this, width and height attributes. HTML favicon. A favicon is a small image displayed next to the page title in the browser. How to add a favicon in HTML? You can use any image you like as your favicon. A favicon image is displayed to the left of the page title in the browser tab like this. To add a favicon to your website, either save your favicon images to the root directory of your web server, or create a folder in the root directory called images and save your favicon images in this folder. A common name for the favicon image is favicon.ico. Next, add a link element to your index.html file after the title element like this.